we're going to take a look at our Electron carburetor and all this goodness that Electron sent us direct from the factory. All right, folks, welcome back to another episode of Odyssey Life. I'm Bernie. This is the Odyssey Life Workshop, and we are super excited you stopped by today because today we got a bunch of things going on here at the Odyssey Life Garage, from new shifter cables for the FL350, what Santa brought us, what's up with the GT250, and why haven't we been working on it, what's going on. All we're waiting on is for Comet to get the drive systems in. We can't really install the rear cage or the engine or anything else until we get that driven clutch for our transmission. And as soon as we get that, then the rear end and everything can come together. And the front end, we finally got the correct paint in the mail that's going to match everything else. So we're super excited about that. So the next GT250 episode, we will be restoring our foot tub in preparation for getting our front end and the rear end plastics all on this bad girl, but most likely just the front end until we get that driven clutch. We're super excited to be in the Odyssey Life Garage today because Santa brought us a 38mm Electron Villatron long body carb for our FL350, guys. We've been dreaming about this forever. So we're gonna go ahead, jump over to the bench, dig into the carb and everything that came with it, so we can hear all about it, what's going to happen, and what it means for us in our FL350, guys. As I said, we're super excited that you're here. Talk to you in a minute. See you at the bench, guys. So yeah, folks, here we are, just looking at our beautiful Electron carburetor. Look at that bad girl. Hey. That thing is sexy. We dreamt about having one of these for the longest time, and now we have one. Can't wait to slap her on and see how she's gonna run. Super excited about that. Is what I've been doing, sitting here at the Odyssey Life Garage before we did this video. I went ahead and I watched all these videos here. If you want to scan these on your phone and watch them yourself, go ahead, pause the video. I think you should be able to, here, let me flip them over your way. I think you should be able to scan those. So anyway, yeah, so we've been watching the videos, how to install, which really doesn't apply to us because they reference a dirt bike, and also how to tune your bike. It gets into the easy tune kit, from what I gathered on the website, is really just these little tools that they give you. This one most especially, this is the easy tune to adjust your the metering rod. It's a pretty nifty tool. You learn how to use that on the how to tune your bike, and you get a little. This is to take your top cover off, like so, to expose the slide and put the stuff in. And these right here, I think these are you can take these off and put the easy turn ones in, which I think we're going to do that. And then they also included a fuel pump and a length of fuel line. I mean, if you could, for the guys that run these Electron carburetors, if you're running this pump, can you let me know? And should I run it? So if you could, let me know in the comments if you use this pump or not. So yeah, guys, we're super excited. We got another decal, couple decals to put on our machine. So yeah, guys, we're super excited about the Electron carburetor, the pump, and all the information. We also got this Insta360 Twin Edition with the 360 lens. So that means when we go out on our FL350 ripping rides, we'll have a 360 camera on top, be looking like the camera's floating on top of the FL350. We're super excited about that. So, all right, folks, that's our Electron carburetor, all the easy tune stuff, we got into, and the pump and the line and all these. Oh yeah, don't forget, I have to register this carb just in case I don't like it. And I'm sure they give these to everybody, but we got one of these nifty Electron koozies to keep our cherry Pepsis cold. So, all right, folks, I guess we're ready to do the shifter cables on the FL350. So I'll see you over at the FL350. See you in a minute, guys. Anyway, all right, folks, so after looking around and seeing what our course of action is, I think the first thing we should do is lose this air box so we have full access to our shifter cables, which are shifter cables attached to the transmission right back here. So all this is a 10mm socket. Pop these 2 bolts off up top, and then we'll get our big clamp at the top of our air boot, and then we'll have this bad boy off in no time. Alright, we got our air box off. Alright, now we have access to our shifter cables, both of them. They both run right down through there. It's really not hard to route them. It's a pretty straight shot. So we're going to do them one at a time, match them up. But first, we have to take our shifter off the side. So let's get set up for that. Alright guys, FL350 shifter cables. Look at that rear end. Alright guys, see you in a second. Alright folks, here we are over here getting ready to remove the shifter from the machine, and that's so we can take the front cover plate off, and that is a 12mm. We're going to go ahead, we're going to remove these 12mm bolts. Wow, those babies were in there. Alright. That's our 2 12mm bolts, and is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and put those 2 12mm bolts right back in the holes they came out of. Now it looks like we need a Phillips head screwdriver. We need to pop this off too. So we need a flathead screwdriver, and that fits right in here. Pop that. I think, don't quote me on that. I've never taken a shifter apart, so I don't know what all it requires. Oops. Oh, that screw, I think that just pops this plate off. Now, here we be. All right. As you can see, it was the bottom cable that broke. So let's go ahead, fish out that broken piece. We'll just use our needle nose pliers. There we go. Now, make sure we don't lose any of the stuff in here. We're going to go ahead, we're going to remove the cables from here. Require us to unscrew our housing, or our cable. We're going to we have all new everything. So the forward cable goes up top, the reverse cable goes on the bottom. This looks pretty clean. I'm going to get some stuff. We're going to wipe this stuff down. So let's go ahead. Let's clean this stuff up. Alright folks, as you can see, I cleaned all that up. Got rid of all that old grease. Now when we go to put these back together, we're going to replace it with some clean grease. Get this shifter working real nice. The trick is get this shifter to come off that, gotta pull up on it to unlock it off of here. I was stuck on the cam, I didn't know. See that little nub right there locks in right here. So yeah guys, we went ahead, cleaned this up. Look at that, she looks almost brand new. Wiped her down, got her clean. So now we're gonna come over here. We have to disconnect our cables from here, so then we can go ahead and put the new ones on. All right guys, I'll get you set up. We'll take these off. See you in a second. All right. There we go, there's one. Alright folks, we got our 2 old cables off, and we got our 2 new cables sitting here. So all we'll have to do is feed them through. We're gonna put our little clamp on right here, and we're gonna slide them through, and then we'll attach them to the other one. So alright, let's go ahead and get these new cables on so our FL350 goes in reverse. Alright guys, let's get this done. Right up through here. Follow the same path that they did. And the big one goes on that side and the little one goes on this side. And that's the way we have them pushed up in there. Let's go ahead and put our clamp on now while we can. And that gets slid up through. Yeah guys, we just need to reattach this. Just like so. Put our nut and bolt in, and our washer. Just like that. Then we have our washer. For the other side, so then we can tighten it down. Alright guys, let's go up front and tighten our 2 bolts up there if we can get them in. Alright, so now let's see if we can get our 2 bolts in, which shouldn't be an issue. Alright. Now we can put our center nut and our washer on. Alright, now put our cap back on. And one last thing, have our plate that goes right here. And that has a Phillips head screw. There you go. So now we can see if we shift. Nope, we need to tighten our cables. Alright folks, we got our new shifter cables in. Everything looks good. Got our new rubber boots. Everything looks beautiful down there. Everything shifts fine. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna put our wing and our airbox on and get our baby all wrapped up. All right, guys, we're almost done. Let's get this put back together. Let's do this. All right, folks, what'd you think of that? Those shifter cables were a blast to put in, and we're super grateful for our proud sponsor, Joe from Odyssey TV, for shipping them to us as fast as he did. We would have had them on a lot sooner, but with the storms and the power outage and Christmas and all that, guys, it was really just, yeah, it was a struggle getting over here. But now, since we're well heated and everything's fine, we're going to be working like bandits because we're off until the 2nd or 3rd of January, and we got a lot of stuff to do. So stay tuned for that, guys. Yeah, it's going to be a 2 for this week. We're going to be restoring our GT250 foot tub because we got the paint in the mail for that. We're also super excited. And I guess the next FL350 video, we're going to be installing that Electron 38mm long body carburetor. I posted on the Odyssey Life Facebook page, and there were a couple people over there willing to help if we run into any snags. And while we're talking about the Odyssey Life Facebook page, why don't you head on over there, become part of the family. Once you click join, you're a member. Remember, guys, we answer all questions, and there's no attitudes and egos. It's a whole different Odyssey experience over there, guys, and we celebrate, and we're happy for every member. So go ahead, head on over there, check that out. Well, guys, it's another week down, or I should say another video down, but the week's not over because, as I said, we got another one coming. Yeah, we're super excited about that, guys. We got some time to get some stuff done, and we're going to take advantage of it. So anyway, all right, folks, I guess until I see you next time, don't forget, if you're riding, wear a helmet, stay safe, and don't forget, it ain't work if you're having fun, and it definitely ain't work if you're having fun in a nice heated garage, guys. So, all right, stay safe. See you soon. Oh, man.